Basics: Scaling Scrum with MS Project Agile. In the CIPSA certification, we support both the frameworks of Scrum as well as Kanban. Now, to understand scaling, you need to have a basic understanding with respect to Scrum while using the MS Project Agile software. Scrum and Kanban both are supported with MS Project Agile. These fundamentals are going to be used as we go with hands-on practical uses and demonstrations. And of course, you are going to practice this. First is templates to use. When you go for a Scrum project, MS Project by default provides some templates to you. This can be sprint project template, waterfall template, or a normal blank template. Preferably use the sprints project template. With the sprints project template, you will have some default sprints available to you. By default, 3 sprints will be available to you. You can add or remove as much as you want. Next to that, we have views, filters, tables, groups, and fields to know. MS Project comes with a number of default views, filters, tables, groups, and fields to support Scrum Framework. So first, the views. So here we have Sprint Planning Board View, Sprint Planning Sheet View, Current Sprint Board View, Current Sprint Sheet View. So as you can see, we have 2 board views, Sprint Planning Board, Current Sprint Board. Sprint Planning Board will show the board view for all the sprints, whereas the Current Sprint Board will show the board view for the current sprint undergoing or the upcoming current sprint or the upcoming sprint. Associated with the board view, we have the sheet related view. Sprint Planning Board View will have Sprint Planning Sheet View. Current Sprint Board View will have Current Sprint Sheet View. Next, we have filters. We have Sprint Planning Filter and Current Sprint Filter. It is very easy to remember. So as you can see, the Sprint Planning Board, Sprint Planning Filter. Current Sprint Board, Current Sprint Filter. These filters will be associated with the views. Then we have tables. One is Sprint Planning Table. So this is the default table available in MS Project Agile. The tables are also going to be associated with the views. We are going to see the demonstration shortly, how they are actually working together. Next is groups. That also you need to know. We have 2 groups which you need to know for the Scrum framework. One is the sprint group. Another is the board status. Sprint group is telling you that you are going to do grouping with respect to the sprint ID or the sprint number. Sprint 1, 2, 3, you are going to do the grouping. Another is board status. That is also useful while generating reports or doing grouping. Next is fields. The fields applicable for the Scrum framework will be show on board, sprint start and sprint finish, the summary field, percentage of work complete, and the active field. Show on board, as the name is telling you, when this field is enabled, then the task items will be visualized or can be visualized in the board related views or the sheet related views which are associated with the board related views. Sprint start and sprint finish will be date related fields. They are actually telling when the sprint is starting and the sprint is finishing. These are important because you will be running multiple sprints with multiple teams. So when you go for the planning, for example sprint planning, you need to know the start and finish dates of the sprint. Then the summary task can be enabled or disabled. Percentage work complete, which is also going to be used. It tells you what is the percentage of work complete, 50%, 80%. Based on that also you can do the visualization in the Scrum boards. Then you have active, whether the task is active or inactive, this field is going to tell you. Ideally, you should go for active tasks. Now these views, filters, tables, groups, and fields are all important. Specifically, I will definitely say remember the views and filters very quickly because we are going to scale them. All of them we are going to scale when you go for Scrum at scale or Kanban at scale. Now let us have a demonstration. So we are going to see how these views, filter, table, groups, and fields fit together or work together.